Alright, what's up guys? Here it's Nick with Folks Custom Cranks. Wanted to bring you something a little different, do a painting video. Just trying something out here, like I said. You know, if you guys like this, awesome. So these are some reaction innovations, Vixens, kind of the one of the better known top waters, an expensive top water too, but you definitely get what you pay for. If you guys are into walking style baits, I'm sure you recognize these. They're kind of the first to make a high quality walk the dog style bait that really boomed the market many years ago, but still one of the best sellers in that category. So here you see they were all stock colors, of course. I sand those down by hand and then shoot them with primer. This is a primer white. I do 2 coats of this. I'm not going to bore you showing you the second coat. You're just covering this bait solid white twice to get a solid base to put my paint job on it. So there's 8. This run we did about, I think there's 50 available, so I have a good many of these. I put them in my drying box and then go from there. So after we do that primer, you see I'm shooting some bone. These are going to be a bone orange base, and you might be wondering why I'm moving them from the front hook hanger to the middle hook hanger. You'll see whenever I primer them with my system that I use, if you shoot both coats of primer, that front hook hanger, you end up missing some on, so I always want to make sure I go back and get all the hook hangers wherever you're holding onto the bait while you're painting. You'll see some painters sometimes leave that bare, but when you're painting a bait that's going to sell for $25 to $30, I just want to make sure it's as perfect as I can get it. So we're going to do 2 coats of bone. The first coat's pretty heavy, you can see here. Trying to pretty much cover the whole bait besides just that one spot where we're holding the bait on my stick system is, whatever you want to call that. But so we let that dry, we move it back over, we make sure we get the rest of the belly painted up that bone, just to make sure that bait is as bone as I can get it. My bone mixture is kind of a mixture I use. I start with a white and then dirty it up from there. I'm not going to give out the recipe, for example, but bone's not hard color. You just start with white, you add colors, dirty up, and you can get whatever shade you want of bone. Some guys like a yellow bone. I kind of just stay in the middle, like a vanilla-ish. I don't want it super yellow, but you want it to be off-white. So with any great bone orange color, we're going to shoot an orange throat on that here. Nothing too crazy. You see me just shooting the throat with some orange, but we are going to make it a little different than your typical bone orange. Just being custom, I like to have something a little bit different than what everyone else offers. So right now you'll see it looks like a bone orange bait. I mean, it's exactly how I painted it. We're just doing a little black eye shading here. Kind of gives it a cool detail in the next step when we shoot the last color over it. It is pretty simple, but I think if you can do a simple but clean looking bone, it looks really good. So that's kind of what I strive for, and I've done this color for probably close to 10 years now, honestly, and people have really liked it. So this is the last step. It's pretty simple, but it is clean looking bone, bone orange top water, because you don't need anything super crazy going on. But here I'm adding like a highlight blue, and I'm putting that on pretty heavy over this whole bait. It just gives that bone kind of a different sheen, and it adds a blue glimmer over the entire bait. So a lot of my customers, Carolinas, fish herring lakes, stuff like that, really love that blue effect on it without actually putting a blue paint on it, since it's like a highlight transparent blue powder, whatever you want to call it. So makes them look really good, really clean looking. I really like how this color looks when it's all said and done. You got the clear coat on it, and here we're just gluing in the eyes. I always use super glue on any repaints that I do, just because you want to make sure those eyes stick in there, and I always do it before clear coat. That way you're getting super glued in eyes, and then the clear coat makes them stay in there, because there's nothing worse than eyes coming out of a brand new bait, especially one this expensive. So you want to just make sure, I do this professional, do it the right way when it's such a high dollar bait like these, and put in some pretty cool eyes. I think they look pretty cool with this. And then here, last step, we literally just sign them. I just put my name on the bottom. I've messed around doing stickers and stuff on the bottom, but as of recent, I was like, you know what, the signature looks kind of clean. It's not the same. I'm not very good at putting my own name on the bait, but I do the best as I can and make it work. Just that way, if someone at a show or online buys a bait, forgets who they bought it from, they can look at the belly of it and see my last name, and you can figure it out from there. So like the way they turned out. These are available. I do have about 40 or 50 of them. They're $25 each, 2 for $50. So if you buy 2 of them, you get them for a little bit cheaper price. Hope you guys like how they turned out. I appreciate it.